What is up, YouTubers, and welcome back to the third episode of Your 5D Journey. My name is Lucas, and I'm here to help you evolve from the first, second, third, and fourth dimensional plane up into the fifth dimensional plane and beyond. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about being the self, being authentic, like really knowing who you are. And now here on episode 3 today, I'm going to go into what I think is probably the most important thing in your entire life to maintain your vibration and your emotional state to where you're happy and being fulfilled at all times. Okay, so any guesses what it is? Routine. So I'm going to briefly tell you my morning routine. I wake up. I like to set alarms of a song that's going to inspire me the next day. That's a big thing I do all the time. I get up, I go downstairs, I start making tea, or I have a kombucha. You should make it, but it's a pain in the butt and messy. And as I'm doing that, I start affirming to myself what the day is going to be like. I start going into how is this going to go for me. I go start taking care of my cats. It's small things, right? It's little bitty things that are building up my energy, because when we feel successful and we feel like we just did something that makes us feel accomplished, it gives us energy. It might only be a penny for the $5 you're going to need in a few hours, but it's a penny. Then it's a quarter. Then it's 50 cents and it's $1. You're building up the energy. Now, self-care comes in a lot of different ways. You know, for me, getting liquids inside my body and getting my mental and emotional body to the place where it needs to be is the most important to me. But it's also like physical stuff. So for example, when I'm going to shower, it's not just me cleaning off my skin. I'm feeling and breathing, and even if I'm doing this right, I can feel it moving around. I'm feeling and breathing into my body, looking for blocks, making sure that I'm giving attention and care to every single aspect of my entire body. I have a habit of ignoring my feet because growing up, my feet would just, they always looked good. Like my nails just looked good. Like I didn't do anything. I still to this day rarely ever clip my nails. They just like break off when they're ready, and they break off smooth and quick. And so it's kind of like, it's a lazy aspect, but really focusing on every aspect and knowing which parts of my body do I ignore. You know, do you clean behind your ears from all the past things you've heard? Do you clean into your eyelashes that are protecting you from debris? When you're doing your mouth and your teeth, are you getting every single crevice? Are you getting behind? I used to ignore these teeth back here. I'd clean them, but I was always focused on these teeth because people can see those teeth, right? I was ignoring the subconscious aspects of my mouth. And finding those physical care routines and knowing what's best for you is the best way to thrive. You know, I think all of us can always be working on making our self-care better, always, every day. Every day there should be some sort of awareness that, oh, I could probably do this better, and amplifying the energy. I like that word, amplifying. Amplifying the energy and the habit to make it more encompassing of what it is that we need. Now, physical stuff is really easy, but when it comes to the emotional body and taking care of like the emotional, intellectual connection that we have, all of us struggle with anxiety. All of us struggle with depression. All of us struggle with depression. And how do you take care of those things? When moments show up and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I'm really nervous right now. I'm really anxious. Why? What past experiences have you gone through that make you feel anxious and depressed right now? And how are you affirming to yourself daily, moment by moment, I'm so glad that showed up. I'm so glad that lesson was there. I'm so glad that person abused me. That's a hard one. I'm so glad that person abused me. You know, how did that abuse create a lift inside my own energetic vibration and awareness of how I want to take care of myself, how I want to stand up for myself, how I want to be a different person now, being confident and strong and willful to what it is that I need from my reality? How do I do those things? And creating that routine is so important. You know, for me, like with this, this is YouTube, with my Purple Ocean job, I work until I feel tired. And the moment I feel tired, I have routines of like going through the cards that I put down that day, because I have a stack of all the readings that have come in so far, and taking a quick glance at them, because every single reading that came in, that was an affirmation, something I need to work on too. You know, that person might really suck at what they're doing, but I'm not perfect at it either. And reminding myself of the lessons, oh wow. And see, just now, just me going through these cards just now, it was like a quick reminder and my energy lifted. Because, you know, it's so easy to get caught up in the negative aspects of our life, the people that drain us, the activities that take our energy. It's so easy at the end of the day to go back to it, go, oh God, it was so much work today. And it's so easy to fall into negativity. It's so easy. You say something negative, other person affirms it, before you know it, you're in a spiral and you're going downhill. And it's creating those things for you that bring your energy back up. And there are times like, I'm really bad about this. Like, it doesn't happen very often. It's like once a month where I'm so tired, I just can't seem to manage to even get myself into the shower. And even if I'm not dirty, like if I'm just working home all day, you need to take a shower every day. Like, you don't have to wash yourself, but get in the shower. Let the water run through your hair. Or not hair. Let the water wash you over. Get all the energetic gunk off of you. And it's one of those things where there's been a few times where I'm just like, I'm so tired that I don't want to do it, but I force myself into the shower. And every single time I get out and start drying off, I'm going, thank God I did that. Because I know what helps me stay up. And it's really committing to it. And we have to look at our self-care as an obligation and a responsibility. If you have kids or pets, it's easy to do your obligations for them because they're going to scream and cry until you get what you want. Well, on the inside, you're screaming and crying because you're not getting what you want. So make sure that you are not letting yourself scream and cry in your subconscious mind that's wreaking havoc on your life. Routine. Some people get scared about routines because they become mundane. Routine should be mundane because, as I said a minute ago, every single day when you're doing your routine, guess what? There's some sort of realization of what could have been better, and that is the shift in vibration for inspiration on how to make the next routine the next day better. So, all right, best of luck to you on your 5D journey.